He said that he actually broke his glasses, and that's the reason he was not attending events.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because he was like, I can't drive there, or he just didn't want to have subpar play.
When I talked to him, it was like both. His vision's really bad without glasses.
Well, if you're looking for a free win against him in pools, you know exactly what to do at SmashCon.
Trip him,
drop the, you know, that's it. But speaking of that, granted, it's been a while since he has indeed played. He has definitely made it quite far in this tournament. All the way to losers quarters, or is this winner semis?
This should be winner semis. I don't recall. Yeah.
All the way to winner semis.
Yeah, there's been a solid amount of people here tonight.
69.
Yeah, nice amount of entrants. Oh, it says losers quarters? Oh. Okay, we just got confirmed as losers quarters, so. But in the meantime, in between time, it's really interesting to see these two play in losers quarters because these guys are the two players that we're used to seeing in like winners finals or like winners semis of Xanadu at the very least. So seeing them fight this early in losers.
That's a lot about the talent that came out today. We did have Ash, Promelia, several players that aren't generally in attendance that are here. But with that said, you know, Dexter might be a little rusty, hasn't shown up. ZD, very surprised to see him in losers this early.
Yeah, I'm actually pulling up the bracket right now to see like what happened. But still,
he looked for that LB, but ZD barely escapes it.
Yeah, ZD's still playing very sharp. Dexter, though, might be able to get to that guard. No, nice tech, but we cleaned that up, too. Tripping it and making it look cool.
Yeah, that was just beautiful right there. Great awareness. Even though he's rusty, he still had the presence of mind to kind of know, hey, ZD is a very talented player. He's going to tech, and we have a layer to it.
Yeah, layers on layers. That's exactly what you need against ZD.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get too many shots to end his stock, so you need to make every single one count. Speaking of that right now, you know, him on that ledge, ZD making everything count, 76%.
Oh, no.
And who paused? They're still going to play it out.
Yeah.
It's against the rules, but that's okay.
These two play each other a lot. Like, they're good friends, so it's just like, whatever, man. Just keep it rolling.
Up tilts, followed by those jabs. You know, ZD is just such a wizard when it comes to ledge trapping his opponents. He always does multiple attacks, and even if you aren't hit by them, you cannot punish him for the options he chose. Very good stuff right there.
Yeah, it really turns into a single-player game for a good chunk of the match, and that's exactly what you want, especially when you're fighting against a Marth, especially Marth like Dexter, who can kill you with one tipper, and it's looking like he's setting up for it now. That back air might have killed, but he's still staying alive, gets his feet back, and that pivot grab, though?
Yeah, I don't know how he did it, but great stuff. Oh, but he did not get the down tilt, and now he's in a world of hurt. Is he going to be able to hit the ground? ZD lets him hit the ground, but right now, get off the ledge, and he managed to do it. One hit of Dancing Blade actually pushed ZD off the stage. Very fortunate that ZD was able to come back from that.
Yeah, but he's still not quite out of it yet. Beautiful delay on that, making sure to get the tipper on the last hit, and a nice nair, too.
Gonna see a back air this time? We did, but he didn't time it right. That back air definitely would have ended the stock. Forward air is gonna do it. Dexter actually up right now, 1-0 versus ZD.
Yeah, and I bet, low-key, ZD might be kicking himself just a little bit for not taking the stock off that pause, because that might have been a break moment in this set.
Definitely.
And, okay, so I have the bracket up, and it looks like Dexter lost to Zerom in quarters, and ZD lost to Promelia in semis. So that's going to be a VA winners finals out here in the MD house.
You are indeed correct. I feel like we see Wadi off so often that I don't feel like he's actually VA, but he indeed is.
Yeah, makes the drive.
Right now, though, both of these Maryland players fighting their way through so that they can get a chance to take down the powerhouse VA players that are in attendance. ZD looking great right now, but he looked very proficient last game as well in the beginning. And then Dexter, you know, just turning it around, finding those openings and making it count.
Yeah, it's really a double-edged sword, like in terms of this matchup and also the player matchup too, because these two guys, like I keep on saying, they play each other a lot. They know each other's play styles very well, and also Marth and Fox are just such explosive characters that percent leads don't really mean too much. Like just like this, Dexter, I feel like could take the stock right now, even though he's over like 80% behind.
Definitely could have if he would have connected with those down tilts. Very unfortunate for him that he did not, but you know he's still racking up damage bit by bit, and he's going to get another chance for an edge guard situation. Goes for a jab this time, thinking that ZD was going to go high. ZD opts in to go low. Down tilt does connect. Dexter faking the trump, not going for it, but very wise ZD to actually jump up, and he takes that stock with a beautiful back air coming in.
Yeah, but Dexter did a great job of cleaning up how that stock was going initially, because In the opening parts, it was looking really rough for him, but now 100% of Fox, a very light character, even though he's a fast faller. It's a solid position to be in, especially if he lands this Dancing Blade near the ledge, which he does, but doesn't get the tipper at the very end. But you know what? We are still picking that up with a nice tipper nair to close out that stock.
Yeah, good stuff right there, doing exactly what he needs to do. Still down, but definitely not out, only down by about 20% right now. Look, ooh, beautiful right there. And you know that you are playing good versus ZD when you actually when you tomahawk him, he has beautiful reactions, a very confident player. For him to shield in that situation says a lot.
Yeah, very rare to scare, but when you make him scare, that's, like you said, it shows in your play. That means you're playing very solidly tonight. Dexter, though, is actually starting to get hit a lot more. ZD is just unrelenting the pressure. Even though he's not getting big hits, he's just getting small ones and bullying Dexter across the stage, but ZD swing a little bit too much, and Dexter's going to make him pay for it big with that back air.
And this might be the end of it. Does he get back? He does manage to, but last game, ZD essentially lost off of a very similar option. He went for a forward smash that got shielded, and that's where the tournament events occurred and allowed Dexter to kind of clutch out that game. But this might be it. Gonna go for the up B. It does get tech, but this time no follow-up afterwards. ZD with stage control right now, and now the tides have turned. Dexter's actually in the middle of the stage.
Nice
we get a breather.
Yeah, nice jab pressure into grab, but now back on the ledge again. ZD, that's pretty much his win condition, but Dexter very patient, just fighting his way out of it, boxing with ZD, knocking him out of the back air that would have sealed that stock and that game. And now ZD is above him, but Dexter just backing off, rolls away, and actually gets tagged for it too. He has to go back to the ledge, and now this is exactly where ZD wants you yet again. As the shield gets lower, Marth's option gets slower too, and he's just going to jab forward air, trades, and almost hits him with the tech.
Wow, that would have been such a good punish. And right now, though, ZD does clutch it with a falling back air. Very, very close. I think he was at the percent where up, though, actually would have ended his stock.
It was close. Yeah,
So,
I'm not sure exactly, but it would have been very close.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Dexter actually went for it all, kind of with that up smash. Because maybe a tech chase into a grab and a couple pummels might have done it, or a tech chase into an up tilt would have done it as well. He definitely had a lot of options, but you know, when the situation's that tight and things are happening that quickly, it's so hard to know exactly what's right, what's wrong. And even that option may have been correct, is not executed perfectly.
Yeah, you just have to go with your gut after a certain point, and Dexter went with his gut. It wasn't necessarily a bad play, but if he had just reacted a couple frames earlier, he probably would have landed that up smash.
Yeah, we'd be looking at a 2-0 right now, talking about, wow, Dexter put ZD out of the tournament. Instead, we are talking about how ZD is still fighting and might be able to become a champion again, because he has won Xanadu in the new house and held that belt multiple times.
Yeah, and even last week over Wadi, so even though the big boss is in town, that doesn't mean that ZD's not up to the challenge, but he has to get through another boss in Dexter, and so far he's looking ready to do just that.
Yeah, this is definitely the largest lead I think ZD has had. Wow. ZD surprisingly grabbing. In the end, it did not matter. That up air comes into play off of that grab. 36% is all that ZD has right now.
And I guarantee that counter was supposed to be a shield break. I guarantee, because the way that Dexter shook his head, that was no way that was intentional. And it might have broken the shield too, and that actually probably would have evened up the stock, because the side blast zones are close enough where it's bad news to get tippered.
Definitely on Town and City. Dexter opting to, oh, okay, I was going to say Dexter didn't throw him off stage, but that's because he knew a back air would go after. Good interception. ZD trying to get up off the ledge. Is he going to do it? No, Dexter just keeping him there, but the side B keeps, he keeps missing with that last hit of side B. I'm not sure if it's enough to take the stock quite yet, but you definitely want that damage and that better positioning.
Yeah. But even still, Dexter's just still playing really patient. Not quite getting the hits he needs, though. Like, he gets grabbed there, he's just going to get thrown to the side. And I like how he's still fighting his way out of the corner, because normally, like, you see people against Fox hole up in their shields like, all right, you can't hurt me if I'm in here. But Dexter's still saying, I'm here to fight. I'm not here to just wait. But ZD came to fight, too. That's the problem. Goes for that up smash, and he might have burned it. No, there's his jump. A nice counter. Can he still make it back? He does.
I was wondering if we were ever going to see him go for a counter. Every time ZD has been off stage, he's gone for that up B. And, you know, ZD is one of those players that's going to tech 100% of the time. So I was very surprised he always went for it. Finally, he goes for a different option. He seals the deal. Granted, he is down. As you said before, percent is not the end of the world in this matchup because they're both such explosive characters. Already 52% on ZD and counting. Now 60, now 70. This may be what Dexter needs. Okay, puts him back off stage for a reset situation. And ZD right now is getting dismantled. Tries to get back on stage. Goes for a very risky up smash. Misses.
Whoa.
And Dexter almost taking it with that side B.
Yeah, I've never seen him go with that variation before. He uppies out of shield, forces the tech situation. The forward air is finally going to do it. Dexter, was that a 0 to death?
Basically, I am speechless right now. The onslaught that came out by Dexter in the last 10 seconds was just incredible.
That was an actual dissection. Like Biology 101.
gosh.
Sometimes you got to dissect a frog. This time you have to dissect a fox, and that scalpel's looking pretty sharp today.
And surprisingly, you know, ZD generally has pretty good composure. I'm surprised that he essentially, it looked very uncharacteristic of how he was getting hit. Generally, he's very precise on the option he's going to choose, fairly evasive. You know, we've only seen him die off stage essentially once from that counter. Every other time, he always managed to come back.